Brigadier Vimla Moodley from the South African Police Service's canine unit has received an award from Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan. The brigadier from the Eastern Cape headed a canine unit team during rescue efforts in Turkey, along with aid organization Gift of the Givers, which resulted in the rescue of an 80-year-old woman who had been buried under the rubble after a building collapsed during the earthquake. Brigadier Moodley joins us now to speak to us about her feeling overall, I guess, on this achievement. Thank you very much, Brigadier Moodley, for your time this afternoon. Let's start with when you received the call and how it came to be that yourself and your team headed to Turkey. Do you remember the moment you got the call and what went through your mind?
Thank you for having me on your show, ma'am. Yes, we received a call actually at about 10 p.m. at night. As a police official, you know, you take instructions and you comply, even though at short notice you're up and ready to be deployed. And the thought of the devastation there and the danger that we're going to be exposed to was something that I thought about. But however, when you are tasked with such an honor to lead a team up to a devastation of that magnitude, you take on that opportunity. And it's an honor that the National Commissioner of Police has actually bestowed upon me to say, you know what, lead this team of 5 search and rescue canine handlers.
When you got to Turkey, what is it that you and your team saw? Was it anything that you ever expected?
It was unbelievable sight, total devastation. What I saw on TV, I thought was just a small part of a city. Actually, it's the whole city of Antakya. We were deployed in the city, in the province of Hatay, and in the city of Antakya. Even their brand new stadium, which is Hatay Stadium, soccer stadium, was uplifted from the grounds. The buildings totally destroyed. There's no possible person that can live in any building in any city. The city was a stunning city from what we can see. But it was unlike anything that I've seen before. It was more like like the President mentioned in his speech when he awarded me, it was an apocalypse that they experienced.
Having experienced an apocalypse, you walk away from there, yourself and your team, feeling what? I guess maybe in the long term, what stays with you after having experienced that, not only seeing the level of devastation, but desperation in the part of the people on the ground. Did you get therapy after this?
Yes. This is a normal function of a canine search and rescue, where they recover bodies, they search for missing persons. So when we returned, there was a full psychological online Zoom a therapy session that was held for all of the team members that was from the Gift of the Givers, and each police SAPS member was sent for debriefing so in order to get over, you know, what they experienced and what they've noticed. The truth is that the people of that country have suffered immensely, and for the survivors to recover from that devastation as well, and the experiences of losing thousands of their loved ones in this catastrophe disaster, I think it's going to take a long time for them to recover. And as for the members, I think it's also fresh in our memories. Me returning back for the medal brought back a lot of memories as well. However, a job like this requires you to be mentally very strong, because you work with this type of work every day.
Yeah, let's get into a job like yours. I mean, how did you get into it, and what keeps you going?
I have 31 years with the canine services, 32 years service in the South African Police Service itself. Although I'm at the level of a brigadier, I'm still with the canine services. And to get into such a job, you have to be psychologically strong. You must be able to go into confined spaces, work on unstable surfaces, be able to actually work and accept what you see, because you are seeing bodies, a lot of bodies on many occasions, inclusive of little babies, children. The search and rescue team is a team that is very close to my heart because of what they experience on a daily basis.
What would you like to say to your team?
I just want to say to them, be strong, continue to perform their functions, and I understand what they go through daily. Therefore, I tend to always protect them. I'm in the Eastern Cape province, so I have a team here in the Eastern Cape. But to the team that went out with me, I want to really thank them for the support that they gave to me. They worked as per my instructions. They actually worked a lot. I apologize at times to say, sorry guys, I am overworking you, because there was so much to do but so little time.
What are some of the challenges that you came across?
I would say the challenges that we actually experienced was the unstable buildings. There were glass pieces. There was reinforcing steel that was sticking out that could have injured the dogs. But however, our dogs managed to work through that, and it was amazing to see that they find their own way up and down whilst they're searching. Besides that, there was, as we know, the country suffered a heavy magnitude earthquake, so there was no water, there was no ablution facilities, limited resources. So those are the actual challenges that we actually experienced. But I wouldn't say that anything else would have been a challenge, because we expected the worst when we got there, especially when you deploy to a disaster scene.
Just very quickly for us, any treats for the canine friends that came along with, who did an exceptional job?
Yes, the Turkish ambassador did award them with treats. That was put on the website. There were pictures of them. I should have sent some pictures to your colleague Rufuiwe. So they were treated too, yes. They were treated in Turkey by the survivors as well, I must say. There was a huge demand for the dogs, so they were loved by the survivors who were actually looking forward to seeing their loved ones. So they were fed continuously with numerous treats. So they were well taken care of. They were the stars, actually.
Absolutely. Brigadier,
Yes.
To yourself, to your team, and to our canine friends, thank you very much for your service and the work that you do. Brigadier Vimla Moodley is with the South African Police Services canine unit in the Eastern Cape, and they have been awarded by the Turkish President Recep Erdoğan for their help and their efforts when the country went through the earthquake, rather.